Bicentennial Field for the 2013 Adult Co-Ed Softball Championship. Joe Manzi alongside here, Erica Omida. And Erica,
Deerfield.
great evening for a great game tonight. Panzanellas and McDonalds. And here to lead it all off for McDonalds is Colin Barnes.
Yeah, really exciting game. These two teams have really done an awesome job this season.
Well, oftentimes, you know, it doesn't always play out the way you think it's going to. In this case, it's played out exactly the way we thought. These are the two best teams, and they're meeting in the championship. That's Scott Franz on the mound for Panzanellas.
With his little curveball pitch.
Yeah,
you get a real good view of that bat from the behind first, standing at the plate and not knowing where the ball's going to come from.
Yeah, you can see the angles coming in, absolutely. Pitch is grounded into right field for a base hit. Picked up out there by Wade Brazelton. Barnes going right to second base.
And he made it.
And is in safely. So Colin Barnes starts off with a hustle double. You know he's always going to try to take the extra base, one of the fastest players in the league.
Actually, very rarely seen Colin hit a ground ball.
Brings up Julie DaCosta with nobody out and a runner on second base, top of the first inning.
She doesn't like that one.
First one outside. Dave Langlois and Jeff Monroe, your umpires. Jeff Monroe working behind the plate this evening.
Great, great guy. I had the experience of meeting him during the Hoop Classic, right?
Absolutely, just a lot of basketball officiating as well as softball and other sports.
And that's John Mike's head in the middle of the camera, just so everybody's wondering.
He wants his TV time. Pitch is swung on, grounded up the first base line, goes off Jim White's glove and into right field, and DaCosta is going to reach, and Colin Barnes is going to come all the way around from second base, and it's 1-0 McDonald's.
Very nice. Good start for McDonald's, especially for 2 ground balls.
Yeah, they'll bring up Wayne Chaplin with a run in and a runner on first base, and still nobody out.
What do you want me, Jack?
The sun beaming down makes it difficult on the right field side of the field, and first base in particular is tough. Pitch is swung on out to left field. That's Brett Hansen making the play for the first out.
And that I can't see.
There's 1 out.
And Julie made it to third. No? Second.
Nope, she's still at first base.
Okay.
Yep. It's Bob Killam, the third base coach over there in the coaching box. So with 1 out now and a runner still on first base, Emily Festa steps up to bat. Takes a strike on the inside corner. Pitch is swung on, grounded out to shortstop. Jared Woodman bobbles momentarily. Still plenty of time to get the force at second base on DaCosta, pitching it to Jim McKenzie. It's 2 outs. Fester on first base on the fielder's choice. Brings up C.J. Woods, big power hitting right-handed slugger from McDonald's.
As long as he doesn't aim for us, Joe.
We're going to have some action out here tonight. I think we are. We're going to have some good
Make sure you let me know if I need to move.
I will. You'll see me running.
Let me know before that.
Ron's being very careful with CJ, hoping he'll bite on a pitch that's less than perfect.
I know he is. I know Brett.
Oh, he likes that one.
Pitch is swung on, driven out to deep right field. Forget about it. Way over the batting cage. 2-run homer, CJ Woods. McDonald's takes a 3-0 lead. Well, he certainly got all of that. Not much you can do. It's kind of a helpless feeling in slow pitch softball when you know those sluggers are up there. You just put that ball over the plate and hope for the best. So Festa scores ahead of CJ on the blast. So with 2 outs, brings up Allison Barnes. Swung on in front of the plate. Franz picks it up quickly over to first and safe. Hustle all the way by Barnes. Beats that out at first base.
Glad you're calling the plays, Joe.
It's easy for me. I don't have to operate the camera. We should tell everybody you're trying to commentate and operate a camera at the same time. So.
And you really get a sense of why sporting events have more than one camera.
Have about 20
this is about impossible.
You just stay with it and we'll work it out together. Josh Carr up 2 outs now. And Allison Barnes on first base. These two teams met a couple of Friday nights ago in the last regular season game of the year, and it was a 1-run game. Great game.
What is the record for these teams, Joe?
They both, well,
offhand?
Yeah, McDonald's wound up with 2 losses in the season, and Panzanellas had just the 1 loss.
One loss.
Actually, they lost to Robertson Agency, which was a very strong team. And Panzanellas did beat McDonald's both times in the regular season, but as I mentioned, very good games, 1-run game. in the most recent matchup. Pitch swung on by Carr, fouled out of play over the third base dugout.
And that's a strikeout.
And that is strike 3.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
You know. All right, so here we are, bottom of the first inning. Panzanellas getting their first at bat, down 3-0. Amanda Hughes will start things off for Panzanellas. Waiting for our umpire Jeff Monroe to get in position. Bob Killam on the mound for McDonald's.
And you know, I do have to say, after seeing Bob come out there with his full uniform, socks and all, it makes me want to go out and buy softball pants next year, and you know, the
you like that guy?
Full gear. Yeah. Yeah.
Pitch is swung on, down to shortstop, picked up by C.J. Woods. Plenty of time. He fires on to first base to Josh Carr for the out. Score that play 6-3. The first out of the inning.
I could guess what that means, but
Ryan Modis. 6 is the number of the
where they hit it.
Shortstop position.
Yes.
And 3 the first baseman. Ryan Modis steps up, 1 out, nobody on, right-handed hitter. Takes it inside for a ball. Again, there's no 4-count ball walks in this league. There's no walks at all, technically.
Although we did have a full straight walk.
Yeah, you can.
Our last game.
If a pitcher is not throwing strikes, you can request that a 10 count is put on him, which means if he throws 10 balls, then you can walk all the way to second base, but it's rarely used.
It's really hard standing up there and letting 10 balls go by.
Pitch is swung on, line drive.
Oh.
Caught momentarily by Woods, but now he picks up and still has time, and now he throws it away.
No.
That's going to let Modis go all the way to second. So first a line drive, looked like he had it. The batter, even Modis, thought he had it. Came out of his glove, wasn't long enough for a catch. Still had time to get him at first, but the throw wound up away from the bag, and that's an automatic second base when it crosses that blue line barrier over by the first base dugout. So that's going to bring up Don White with 1 out and a runner on second. Takes a strike. Big play, actually, as it turns out. We'll see what the damage is as the inning unfolds, but that's 2 outs and nobody on if he makes that play. Here it goes back to Woods. This time he fakes the runner and goes at him. Excellent play by Woods.
God.
He pump faked to first, had the runner commit towards third, and then tagged the runner out. Real smart play by C.J. Woods. That's the kind of ball player he is. 2 outs brings up Jim White, big left-handed hitter. Hit one of the furthest balls I've seen in the 12 years here up the hill, almost to the road.
Wow.
Just a couple of nights ago. Swings on this one, grounded to first. Josh Carr has it, goes to second. C.J. Woods does get over and cover for the final out. So no runs in for Panzanellas, and at the end of 1 inning of play, the score, McDonald's 3, Panzanellas 0.
Good.
Top of the second inning, Jason Moore, Jordan Barnes, Sam Killam, first 3 batters for McDonald's. They lead the ball game 3-0. Pitch is swung on, hit to deep center field. Dave Hansen moving back, doesn't have room. That ball's going to roll into the marsh. It looks like it is an open play. Umpire deciding that ball stayed in play all the way, so it's a leadoff triple for Jason Moore. And he stands at third base with nobody out. Off the crack of the bat, it looked like perhaps Dave Hansen center field was going to have a chance, but that ball just kept carrying and carrying him.
He really went for it, though. Couldn't get there. It's a big field when another team's not playing.
Dave Hansen's been one of the best outfielders in this league for the past 12 years. Not to mention, he's the all-time most championships in the league.
Really?
I think he's played 10 out of the 12 years and has 9 championships. So he really gets it done. Pitch is swung on. That's a base hit. That'll knock in a run. Give Jordan Barnes a single and give McDonald's a 4-0 lead. 1 on, nobody out. Sam Killam up. Sam Killam's been hitting the ball extremely well as of late as well. Good power. The left field primarily pull hitter. Takes a strike.
Didn't like that one.
Some batters automatically always take that first pitch. You have an uncle who likes to do that.
That's probably because he's the type of pitcher that always leads off with a first really bad pitch, wanting you to swing for it.
We're going to have to make
Sorry,
sure
Alex.
We're going to make sure he catches this broadcast. I had to turn him into a selective hitter, and you turned him into something entirely different. But he's your uncle.
I can say that.
Sure. Pitch is swung on, grounded into left field for a base hit. Barnes is on the move to third base. He'll get there easily, and maybe more as he takes the turn. Hansen able to get the ball into Franz. So puts runners at the corners. with nobody out.
Good start for McDonald's, second inning.
They're keeping the pressure on.
Yeah.
And the last game that they lost, they actually, to Panzanellas, last game of the regular season, they actually had an 8-0 lead in that game before
Really?
ultimately surrendering the game to Panzanellas. Pitches a rainmaker, we call those. And you toss them up in the clouds. Brian Cooney is the batter for McDonald's. Pitch is swung on, chopped to third base. Nice stop by Keegan. Was able to get the force over to second base. Beautiful play, Matt Keegan. That's a big play. That ball gets down the line. It's all kinds of trouble. Able to get the force out of Killam over to Woodman at second base.
Yeah, I didn't know it's so close to start. That's all right. No, that's fine. Hey, we'll call him too, okay, Dave? Yeah.
Brings up Dwight Barnes, the captain and leader of the McDonald's team, and the only player to play all 12 seasons. That's a little more Adele Coed softball trivia for you. Pitch is nubbed to first base. McKenzie comes in, is able to catch it in the air for the second out.
Nice catch, Jim. Okay, guys, two. Come on. We need this one.
Keeps runners at the corners. 2 outs. Brings up Bob Killam, batting in the 13th spot, trying to get back to the top of the order by keeping the inning alive here with 2 outs. And the weatherman cooperated with us as well tonight.
Absolutely did.
Beautiful night for a championship here.
I think we're going to get lucky all weekend into Old Homes Day.
There it is, fly ball to left field. Brett Hansen with plenty of room makes the catch for the final out. So McDonald's picks up just the 1 run, and at the end of an inning and a half, they lead the ball game 4-0. Bottom of the second, Wade Brazelton leads off. For Panzanellas, it'll be Brazelton, John Mike DeFranco, and Jimmy Mack, Jim McKenzie, the first 3 batters. For Panzanellas, they trail the ball game 4-0. Bob Killam back out on the mound for McDonald's.
Watch your line too, okay?
Oh.
Waiting for a few of the fans to settle into their positions. As we have a young man, if we want to capture that out in
I
center
tried.
field.
Oh.
I think the dad's going to make sure he keeps on moving.
Yes, probably a very good idea with this game. Never know.
The balls have been flying. Nowhere is really safe on this field this year. Pitch is swung on, driven out to right field. That's a fair ball and up the line. Up and down, picked up by Josh Carr. He'll fire it in, but it's an easy leadoff standing double for Wade Brazelton. Brings up John Mike DeFranco with nobody out and a runner on second base. Panzanellas still looking for the first run of the ball game, and Jim White's going to come out and pinch run for Wade Brazelton. The rule of the league, if you have any type of physical ailment, once you reach the base, you may have a pinch runner, and that pinch runner is the person who made the last out. McDonald's 4, Panzanellas nothing. Bottom of the second. John Mike takes a strike. Pitch is swung on, hit out to left center field, by the right center field. Picked up out there, it's going to fall for a base hit. Jordan Barnes will pick it up, hold the runner at third. We have runners at the corners with nobody out.
Right in that pocket.
Yeah, that's a big part of this league. It's just kind of hitting it to where they ain't, as they say.
See, I really wish I could aim like that. That will be next year.
There you go. See all the nuances of the league down. Brings up the veteran Jimmy Mack. The runners at the corners.
Hey, what do we got? None?
First and third, nobody out.
And he goes for it. And it's caught.
Pitch is a fly out. Runners will stay right where they are at the corners. Pitch made out there by James Cooney. So 1 out for Mark Farrell. Left-handed batter, good power to right field. Seems like all the left-handers have good power in our league, as we have these short right field fences that they really enjoy aiming for.
Yeah, on both fields, both of those right fields are really the way to go.
Yeah. Pitch is swung on, coming somewhat in our direction.
I was just going to
Looks
say.
like plenty of room for Cullen Barnes, so make the catch. And it's a tag up for Jim White coming home, and also moving up to second base and safe there is Jean-Mike DeFranzo. So it's a sacrifice RBI for Mark Farrell. Does make 2 outs in the inning, however. The pinch runner, Jim White, scores. Brings up Jared Woodman, league's leading home run hitter, unofficially I say, but
I was just going to say, is that official?
I feel confident in that. Yes, I think it's unofficial, but I feel confident. So we almost had a little action there, and I wouldn't be surprised if we have a lot more action.
You didn't seem too nervous. It kind of made me nervous, how casual you were.
I got this big barrel to stand behind if I need to back here.
Oh, and I have you.
That's right.
So we'll be good.
That's right. 1 run in, 1 out. Runner on second base. 4-1 McDonald's. Correction, 2 outs, runner on second base. It's nice to get some help from the player sometime. And there's a pitch coming way back. You can forget about that one. That's going to clear over our heads, over the building, and somewhere between the marsh and the road. Give Jared Woodman a 2-run homer, and it's a 4-3 ball game. He got all of it, or most of it anyway.
He did.
Certainly got enough of it.
That's all he needed. And there's Garrett.
Is he doing that just to get camera time?
I don't know. I figured I'd let him in.
Okay.
I figured I'd give him his debut.
Yeah.
Usually Garrett Gauthier's actually the one filming.
He's been behind the camera quite a bit. I think it's a better look for him, to be honest. Pitch is swung on, line drive. Base hit, Matt Keegan takes the turn. Ball quickly gotten back in. So it keeps the inning alive. 2 outs, runner on first base. Brings up the pitcher, Scott Bruns. Panzanellas already has put 3 on the scoreboard this inning, looking for more, looking to tie this ball game up and perhaps take a lead here in the bottom of the second. Important part for McDonald's right now because Dave Hansen waits on deck, and he could easily put 3 runs on the board for them if they allow him to bat. Pitch is grounded down at third base. Dwight Barnes takes his time across the diamond for the out to retire the side. But Panzanellas does get 3 runs. Back mainly by the 2-run homer by Jared Woodman. At the end of 2 innings of play, it's McDonald's 4, Panzanellas 3. Joe Manzui alongside Eric Almeida. We've reached the top of the 3rd inning. 4-3 McDonald's leads. And the leadoff man, Cullen Barnes, steps up to bat for McDonald's.
Top of the lineup there?
Yep, top of the order. Okay. Cullen Barnes, Julie DeCosta, and Wayne Chaplin. Barnes last time reached on a hustle double and eventually scored.
He's got some legs under him, that's for sure. All right inside. I was
going to say this is the quiet part of the ball game when we wait for a pitch that Cullen likes. There it is. Pitch is swung, ground down to second base. Knocked down by White, but too much speed there from Cullen. When Cullen Barnes puts the ball on the ground, if you don't feel it completely clean and have a good throw, you really don't have much of a chance to get him.
To get him, yeah.
So he's there at first base once again, and Julie DeCosta comes up to bat. She singled her last time up and scored on the Woods home run shortly after.
I love watching Julie play softball.
Yeah, I had the pleasure of playing with her a couple of seasons, and she's remarkable.
She is.
She played first base for us one year, and
she's an all-around player.
She probably saved Garrett 30 throwing at us with her scoops at first base, as well as was a tremendous hitter. Well, I named her Scoop, and that was just because of Garrett's throw from third base.
We're really that will ball.
Which is slammed down the third base line for a foul. Wayne Chaplin waits on deck for McDonald's in the top of the third inning. McDonald's leads 4-3. And looking to get some more. Pitch is swung on. That's a base hit out in the center field. I say that quickly. Look at this. Barnes never stops going and hustles all the way. And that moves Julie DeCosta up to second. So some outstanding base running by the McDonald's team turns a simple first and second situation to second and third. And that's really big with no outs and against Panzanellas, and you know every run is going to be important for them.
Yeah.
So second and third, nobody out. Wayne Chaplin steps in. He flied out to left field his first time at bat.
What'd you last time, Brett?
The teams are maybe using our information, or they may just know. I don't know, but you know, we'll do what we can. They helped me with the outs one time too, so it's only fair. Pitch to Chaplin, swung on once again, head out to left field, but this one way foul and into the trees. Emily Fester on deck for McDonald's. Nobody out, top of the third. 4-3 McDonald's and threatening for more. Runners at second and third. Pitch is chopped down out to shortstop and gets through the hole. That's going to score Barnes. DeCosta moves up to third base. And it's a single for Chaplin, an RBI single, as Cullen Barnes scores to make it 5-3. And DeCosta on third base.
Still such a close game.
Emily Fester steps up.
I remember Emily. I actually coached Emily when she was in 7th grade. So funny seeing her now. Is
yeah, it's one of the great things about the league is a lot of parents get to play with their kids.
Yeah.
Dwight's, had a bunch of them, and now this is his youngest.
Had a bunch of them.
Has had a bunch
he did
of,
have
yeah,
a bunch
of his sons have been able to play with him over the years, and now his youngest and his daughter gets to play with him this year. So. Pitch is grounded over to second base with a force out there on the first, no chance. Run scores. It's a fielder's choice for Festa. She's at first base. DeCosta's in to score to make it 6-3. And the ever dangerous C.J. Woods, one out.
One out.
Runner on first base, and the ever dangerous, I say again, C.J. Woods, who hit a 2-1 blast his last time up to give McDonald's at the time a 3-0 lead. He'd like nothing more than to duplicate that performance right now, I'm sure. Although we should remind our viewers there is a 3-home run over the fence limit per game. CJ this time goes the other way, way back. Wow, look at the distance of that, but Brett Hansen positioned perfectly. So that's just a long out, and I mean long.
He was right where he needed to be.
He sure was, and he still had to go back on the ball, but his excellent outfield was able to go back on the ball well. So 2 outs. And
Allison Barnes.
Yep, Allison Barnes steps in. She reached on a single her last time. Pitch is swung on, grounded to shortstop. Easy force play for Matt Keegan at second base to retire the side. 2 runs in for McDonald's at the end of 2.5 innings. The score is 6-3 in favor of McDonald's. All right, we reached the bottom of the third inning, 6-3. McDonald's dangerous inning coming up here with Panzanellas, with the father and son combination, first 2 batters, Dave Hansen and Brett Hansen, and then it goes top of the order to Amanda Hughes. So Panzanellas has their hitters up right off the bat here in the bottom of the third.
You're good.
As evidenced by the depth of the outfielders. There's the pitch, swung on, center field. Cullen Barnes has the room,
and
puts it away for the first out. So 1 out, and this brings up Brett Hansen, another first-year player, became age eligible. We allow 16-year-olds to play in the Deerfield Adult Co-ed Softball League with parent consent.
Oh.
So it's a nice thing. Again, we talked about parents being able to play with their kids. I have another at least 4 years to go. I don't think I'm going to make it, though. Especially as evidenced by my season this year. I mean, I can't think of where I'll be 4 years
You're your
from now.
toughest critic, Joe.
Pitching me in 4 years. Pitch is swung on. High can of corn once
Right
again.
to Cullen
Barnes
Barnes.
has room and puts that away for the second out. You know, the really great outfielders like we have in this game tonight, the Hansons, the Barnes, they make these plays look so
easy.
routine, and they're not. You know, and they just make them look easy. That's a sign of a great outfield. They don't necessarily make a lot of great catches, but they position and move so well. They just make everything look easy.
And I will say, playing quite a bit of outfield this past season, it is really hard to tell where those balls are going when they're so high in that.
Yeah, it is.
So just making it look so easy really is
not easy.
Not easy.
Amanda Hughes steps in. She grounded to shortstop to lead off the Panzanellas side of the game back in the first inning. Do you have a favorite play from the season? Of course, both you and I
you mean
on the Yannis
my
team.
plays?
Yeah, for you personally. I mean, maybe it was a teammate, maybe it was your own play. Do you have a favorite play from your season this year? I'm not putting you on the spot. You need to get back to me.
Well, I could tell you my favorite play
Go
of
ahead,
myself.
Yes. It's swung on right in front of the plate, picked up by Bob Killen, fires over to first base.
And they made it.
For the out. I want to know your favorite play before we go to break.
I think my favorite play was my incredible catch from center field.
Oh, yes.
Sprinting in and
that
caught it
probably,
just before it hit the ground.
That was
maybe
a fantastic
2
catch.
inches away.
That's probably my favorite play, too.
I actually had to look in my glove to see the ball there. Yeah.
Great memories of the season. Okay, we've completed 3 innings of play. The score, McDonald's 6, Panzanellas 3. Top of the 4th inning is Jim McKenzie in to pitch for Panzanellas. Scott Franz on the bench this inning. Again, all the playing time is equal in this league, and all the players rotate through substitution-wise.
Yeah, it really is a nice system you've developed over years and years, trial and error.
That's right. It's taken me 12 years to get it right.
Absolutely.
I'm a little slow. Josh Carr leading off at McDonald's. He'll be followed by Jason Moore and Jordan Barnes. Top of the 4th, McDonald's up 6-3.
So, Joe, do you have a favorite memory from the year?
Favorite
play?
Favorite play from this year. Wow.
Let's talk about your own favorite play.
My own favorite play? Probably the game I missed. Here's the pitch. Swung
I do have to
on
say, should I tell all our viewers that the one game. I mean, it's bragging and not bragging in a way, though, because we only did win one game this past season.
Yep, I heard about it.
And it was really exciting. It was the one game Joe wasn't there for.
That's right.
So we like to blame Joe for that loss, or all the losses, or the win, I guess, whichever way you looked at it.
Pitch is swung on, slammed out to left field. Brett Hansen, a little hop. He's able to put it away for the first out. Yeah, that was a combination of happiness and sheer humiliation.
And shock? Were you a little shocked? You had to have been a little shocked.
I can't say shocked.
I was
really
a little
can't.
shocked.
Happy,
I'm not
I was
gonna lie.
happy and humiliated. I can't go with shock.
It was kind of like the whole joke of the game, too. Like,
I'm sure.
It really was. We have to win.
Yeah. Jason Moore tripled his first time up and scored back in the leading off the 2nd inning. We're now in the top of the 4th. Pitch is swung on, grounded out to Dawn White. She knocks it down, able to pick up, and able to make the play at first base to her husband. That feels good when you're the husband.
That does feel
and
good.
Your wife knocks it down, picks
Feels
it up,
good when
and
you
throws it over to you.
catch the ball and make the play.
Yeah. 2 outs brings
Especially
up
with
Jordan
all the
Barnes.
pressure.
Jordan Barnes singled and made it as far as 3rd base back in the 2nd inning. He'll be followed by Sam Killam if he keeps the inning alive. Jim McKenzie, the wily veteran on the mound, he's not going to give you anything good. He'll nibble a little bit, see if you go for it. Pitch is swung out to right field. It's going to find the ground and go up against the fence. Picked up by Brian Motes and looking 3 all the way. And he makes it in there safely. A hustle triple for Jordan Barnes, and he's at third base with 2 outs.
Those Barnes and their legs, I'll tell you, they get some wheels under them.
You always have to be thinking 2 bases ahead when they hit the ball.
Really do.
But while you're throwing into the base, you should be throwing it
Throw it to the
net. Passing it, yeah, they're on their way. So Sam Killam up here in a big spot with a runner on third base and 2 outs. Trying to cash in another run for McDonald's. Pitch is inside and swung on and out of play.
Foul ball.
Yep, found the trees.
You can see Brett still goes for it.
Yep. It's like a little bit out in front of that one. The pitch was inside. Sometimes in these moments too, you got to try to be patient. You can get a little over anxious up there.
It is the hardest thing to do because the ball does come in so slow. Slower than you're expecting.
Yep. Pitch is swung on again, fisted inside. That one will find a spot on the ground, but foul.
Foul.
Okay, so big situation here now. If he's going to keep busting him inside, he's going to go far. It's going to be tough for him to keep that ball fair. He swings out early, and now he has 2 strikes on him. One more strike, either a foul or a swing and miss, isn't a strikeout in slow pitch softball. Puts a little extra pressure on you with 2 strikes up there. Pitch is swung on and fisted. Plenty of room for Wade Brazelton at third base. He makes the catch to tie the side. So no runs on a hit from McDonald's in the top of the 4th. We go to the bottom of the 4th. McDonald's 6, Panzanellas 3. Bottom of the 4th inning, Brian Motes to lead off, followed by Don White and Jim White. 6-3, McDonald's leads. We are at the championship game, the 2013 at Deerfield adult co-ed softball season. Joe Manzi alongside Eric Almeida, bringing you the ball game here on the cable network. Pitch is driven out into center field on the move. Cullen Barnes making the play. There's not a lot of space in this outfield tonight for either team with these outfielders. 1 out brings up Dawn White. She grounded to shortstop her first at bat. She gets on base. She'll be followed regardless by her husband Jim White. Takes a strike. Bob Killam back out on the mound this inning for McDonald's. Well, that one bounced off the plate. In order to be a strike, it has to hit the back mat extension, not the plate, as that pitch did.
And you can really see that on this.
Actually, I was just guessing because the umpire called it a strike. I couldn't see it.
You could see it. Oh, I could see it.
Good. Grounded down to shortstop C.J. Woods with plenty of time. Fires over to first base for the second out.
Garrett, tighten my camera.
It's actually 6 batters in a row retired by McDonald's at this point. Brings up Jim White. He hit the ball down to first baseman Josh Carr in the first inning. He threw to second base for the force out to end the first inning.
We have some concern of the bleachers.
They should
Pretty
be
smart.
real concerned.
You can see we have a nice crowd here watching championship game.
Yeah, it's a little one bleacher side heavy. If I had to be honest, if you look at the 2 different sets of bleachers, maybe you can give them a shot of that. But yeah, it's a little more heavy on one side than the other.
Just a little.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say though, I think everybody's just sitting on the same bleachers.
They are
at this point.
Yeah, they are. But if you like to stretch out and watch the game, the third base bleachers are the place to go right now. Pitch is swung on by White out to right field. Perfect position, Jordan Barnes. He catches it for the final out. That ends the 4th inning. After 4 innings of play, the score, McDonald's 6, Panzanellas 3. We've reached the top of the 5th inning. Joe Manzi alongside Eric Almeida, the 2013 Deerfield Delco softball championship game. Brian Cooney to lead things off in McDonald's. He'll be followed by Dwight Barnes and Bob Killam.
You want me to cheat over towards this way, or? No, I think you're all right. Okay.
Pitch is lifted out towards center field. Dave Hansen calling for it and taking it for the first out.
And got it. It always seems different when you're actually in the game because I feel like the ball's just going right to these guys. I feel like I have to work so hard for
Yeah.
They make it look easy.
Brings up Dwight Barnes with 1 out. Hits the ball down to third base. Keegan sets himself across the diamond for the out. Score that play 5-3. 2 outs. Bob Killam. He can reach. Will be the top of the order. Cullen Barnes to follow.
You want me to cheat middle?
Pitch is swung on, driven out in left field for a base hit. Got by DeFranzo, but Hansen's able to pick it up and hold Killam to a long single. So 2-out single for Bob Killam keeps the inning alive for Cullen Barnes. He's 2 for 2 with 2 runs scored.
Back up, yep. Wait, we have a man now. Right here? You gotta be careful with Cullen. I know, he's getting...
And I really hope the viewers can hear this.
Yeah, we're getting some good interaction. Truer words were never spoken. You have to be careful with Cullen.
You never know where he's going.
That's true. If he sees you deep, he'll hit a ball in front of you and make a triple out of that just by running the bases. If you come in too close, he can hit over your head. So, yeah, very tough to defend him. Pitch is swung on, hit down the right field line. Coming over as Farrell hits the tree, and it's a foul ball on the play. Cullen may be trying to push that ball in the right field direction. The other thing you have to consider is Cullen, as we mentioned, is so fleet of foot, not necessarily Bob Killam's game, who's standing at first base. So if he does hit one of those balls, he's going to try to leg out. It's going to be more difficult because Bob Killam will be in front of him.
Right, yes.
Umpires conferring, making sure that that tree touch was actually a foul ball and not. We have some quirky parts of the ballpark where trees can hang over right almost anywhere. 2 outs, runner on first base. Top of the 5th, 6-3 McDonald's.
Was that a strike?
Nope. A little bit inside. Scott Franz again trying to. There
that was.
Scott again, difficult to pick up the ball from him. He comes from behind.
It really is.
Especially the right-handed batters, which most of the players are. You see that kind of comes behind them and then comes out in front of you.
They have a very good view of it at home. Way better than if you're batting. I don't know where that ball's coming from.
All right, Scott.
Almost looks like from the back, too. He throws a little curve on it or something.
Oh, yeah, he definitely puts an extra spin and wrist twist on that. This one, too, is hit over in that same direction. That, as well, will be a foul. And that is strike 3, as that was the 3rd strike and foul of the at-bat. So no runs across from McDonald's. And at the end of 4.5 innings of play, the score remains McDonald's 6, Panzanellas. Bottom of the 5th inning, 6-3, McDonald's in front. It's going to be Wade Brazelton, John Mike DeFranzo, and Jim Mack, first 3 batters for Panzanellas. Dwight Barnes now in to pitch for Mickey D's. Watch out for that one. Looked like he had a little special sauce on that pitch. White's done some pitching, primarily a third baseman, one of the better third basemen.
He's great, yeah.
Pitch to Brazelton is swung on, popped out to short left field. Josh Carr in position to make the play coming over from third base. Nice play.
It's a really hard play going backwards,
Yeah,
too.
I was going to say that's a much more difficult play than it appeared.
Yeah.
One out brings up John Mike DeFranzo. He singled and scored back in the second inning. Scored the second run of the night for Panzanellas. We're going to talk a little bit about these teams from a sponsorship and business standpoint. Of course, McDonald's, owned and operated by the Barnes family. Pitch is swung on out to right field. It's going to get over the head of Allison Barnes and over the fence. And that should be a ground rule double as it was able to hop up over the fence. So John Mike DeFranzo is at second base with one out for Jim McKenzie. So we're talking about McDonald's of Bremen and Epping. Of course, Panzanellas, a fantastic Italian restaurant and pizzeria, right in the heart of downtown Newmarket.
Very
Make sure
good.
you check out, if you haven't been there, you check it out. Owned and operated by the Woodman family. Two of our proud sponsors to go along with Yanni's Pizza, Robertson Agency, Lars Transmission,
Ace Ben Franklin.
and Ace Ben Franklin.
Yeah.
Pitch to McKenzie is taken inside.
Come to you on the ground.
Last time up,
You on the ground.
McKenzie flew out to left field. Pitch this time is swung on line drive to shortstop off C.J. Wood's glove. DeFranzo will hold up at third. Now he goes as the ball is overrun. And now a throw going past the boundary line is going to send McKenzie all the way to third base. So it's a base hit for Jim. Run scored by DeFranzo. McKenzie winds up at third. Cuts the game score to 6-4. One out, and Mark Farrell steps up. He flew out to center field his first time up. Mark Farrell up and Jared Woodman waiting on deck. Pitch is hit out to center field. Jordan Barnes is there, fires it in. That's going to be deep enough to tag up and score a run for Jim McKenzie. He comes in and cuts it to a one-run lead at 6-5.
It was an important play right there, though.
Yep, good to get the out, and again cuts it to one run.
Keeps none on
Woodman up.
base.
Yeah, and also as the home run threat that Jared Woodman is,
Right.
obviously you don't want him up with men on base. You only get 3 a game.
You try to make them count.
Yep, you maybe hit those with runners on base, obviously. Okay. So it'll be interesting to see if Jared tries to go more towards left field with his power as opposed to going for a solo home run out here towards right and center field. Keep it in the park. If you're going to leg it out, it doesn't count against you on your 3
For
home
your
run
3.
total.
Would that make it 3 for them?
They have just no, they have just the one so
One.
far that
Okay.
Jared hit earlier. And McDonald's has just the one that CJ
I am
Woods.
watching this game, half.
So a lot
I'm asking
going
questions like I'm not here.
on. You scared me for a minute. I thought I was missing one.
It's hard to get the whole picture.
Now, on the other hand, if Jared does hit a home run, even though it's a solo home run, the game is tied, and it'd be a 3-run inning for Panzanellas and kind of a fresh start to the game. And it is the 5th inning, so the concern about using up your home runs is lessened the later in the game you go. Pitch is swung on and grounded down to third. He's going to be able to leg that out. Of course, with The defense playing so
Everybody's
deep
playing back.
for a strong hitter. He hits something like that, and he's going to be able to get on base every time.
You
So
got to
2
wonder
outs.
if that's planned.
Well, it looked like a full swing, and again, sometimes they just come off that way. And you say once he put that ball on the ground, he could pretty much jog to first base. 2 outs. Matt Keegan up. Matt singled and got on base his first at bat. Very solid player. Slices this one down to right field. Ball gets by Allison Barnes. That's going to send Jared Woodman all the way around to score. And heading to third base safely is Matt Keegan. So the ball game is tied, 6-6. And Matt Keegan now represents a go-ahead run for Panzanellas with 2 outs. Scott Franz comes up to bat after some consultation with Jim McKenzie, ever the strategist.
Just so everyone knows, we have talked to him about him prior in the game, but we do have Alex Cody standing behind us now.
I think they heard him. I think they know he's here.
Oh, okay. Just
Pitch is grounded back to the mound, picked up by Dwight Barnes, fires over to first base to retire the side. However, it's a 3-run inning for Panzanellas, and the game is now tied at the end of 5 innings. McDonald's 6, Panzanellas 6.
I take over, Brian. I embarrass you, Joe.
We've reached the top of the 6th inning, and the game has lived up to the hype once again. 6-6. We got 2 innings to decide this, unless we go extra. Pitch to Julie DeCosta,
right
leading
to
off
the
with a base
hole.
hit, and gets by Brian Moats. Julie DeCosta taking the turn. She's looking 2 all the way, and she's able to get there standing up. Once again, Julie DeCosta, such a clutch player.
and you can see just the great sportsmanship out there too. So, high five in.
Absolutely. Brings up Wayne Chaplin. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Singled his last time up after flying out in the first inning. 6-6 ball game now.
I'm really sorry to viewers about the umpire in the middle of the screen.
You're apologizing for our umpires?
I wish I could just ask him to move a little to the
Okay.
left or to the right.
Okay.
But that's what's most important, that he's there. So
Well, it's a matter
I
of
guess
opinion.
I guess I have to, you know.
Pitch to Chaplin, swung on, driven out to left field. Looks like room for Brett Hansen out there. Makes the catch. DeCosta started to tag up. Excellent throw by Brett Hansen. Spot on the bag.
Kept her on second.
Kept her right on second base. Good play by Julie DeCosta. She makes him make that throw, and if the ball gets by, then she's able to move up. So 1 out, Emily Festa steps in. She'll be followed by C.J. Woods if the inning is kept alive. And there's 1 out with a runner on base. You don't assume that there won't be 3 outs made. The sun begins to set. It takes on more of a autumn evening here right now. The weather's been
does.
beautiful, but it feels an early autumn.
As I keep saying, it feels like fair.
Yeah.
Foul ball there.
And Festa comes back home, picks up her bat. Does have 2 strikes on her. Once again, wants to be careful. Any foul ball here counts as a strikeout. Swung
And
on
that
in front of the plate, stays out, call foul, so
Oh.
that will be a strikeout.
Wow.
Via the foul. Umpire Jeff Monroe right on top of the play. So there are 2 outs, however, the batter they want up is stepping up. You can tell by the outfielders. Looks like Brett Hansen's going home. He's actually just positioning himself.
He's not leaving?
That's about where he caught the ball last time, believe it or not. Those players are not going home. They're just positioning themselves.
Don't do that. He's coming.
Some defensive strategery going on.
Making sure all their players are in the right spots.
Yes.
Must make CJ feel real important.
He's shuffling everybody around. If
Everybody comes in when
I'll put
I
it to you
hit.
this way. If he hits it where he wants to hit it, it's not going to matter where anybody's playing.
everything in front of you.
Okay, so right now CJ Woods, the batter, has requested a count of 10. If he does not, if he reaches 10 balls, without throwing a strike to the batter, then he can take a walk all the way to second base and the pitcher will be removed from the game.
Now I'm a little confused too, Joe. I just want to kind of pan out here to show
Pitch is
viewers.
swung on and popped up and out of play. Well, no, Bubs. Correct.
And they're fighting for the ball over there.
Plenty of room. Jared Woodman coming all the way over, makes the catch for the final out. So no runs across for McDonald's in the top of the 6th. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It is 6-6.
Let me do that.
All right, we've reached the bottom of the 6th inning. It'll be Dave Hansen, Brett Hansen, Amanda Hughes, first 3 up for Panzanellas. 6-6 ball game.
Real exciting now. Just tie ball game. Bottom of the 6th.
Going to be a tough inning for McDonald's to get out of here without facing a deficit in the top of the 7th with the father and son Hansen team starting off this inning. Bob Killam back on the pitching mound for McDonald's. Pitch is swung on, ripped to right field, and coming over and making the catch. Brian Cooney,
what a catch that was.
Sliding catch. If you can see that earlier,
I did catch
also
that.
On a hill, not an easy play at all. Going quickly to his left and taking that ball as he hits the hill area.
The nice part is everyone at home knows Bicentennial because everything happens down here sporting wise.
A beautiful Bicentennial field.
It is beautiful. Hand mowed by Joe Manzi himself
on this
past
special
week.
occasion, yeah, that's the least I can do.
Yeah.
I might use the little hand clippers next time. We really have some fun to it. 1 out, Brett Hansen steps in now. Pitch is swung on and drilled out to right field. Mooney picks it up and fires it in, holding Hansen to a single. So a 1 out single puts Brett Hansen at first base for Amanda Hughes.
I will say, McDonald's got out of that duo pretty nicely.
Yeah, and keeping Brett at first base also gives them the force opportunity, and that could be really big and potential turning a double play here for their infield. We should note this is the inning, however, that their primary shortstop, C.J. Woods, is sitting out. But Jordan Barnes over there, shortstop, was still in real good shape.
Dwight Barnes on third.
Sammy Killam and Josh Carr round out the infield, second to first. And there's the ground ball to
and here we go.
Play at second base, and safe there. So again, Brett Hansen, real good speed, just not able to get him there. That's a tough decision for Dwight Barnes over at third base because he has that out of first base if he goes there, but he went for the play at second base, and again, the speed of Brett Hansen was just able to beat it. So now runners at first and second. That'll bring up Brian Modis. And he reached on an error in the first inning and then flew out to center field back in the 4th inning. 0 for 2 officially in the game. Panzanellas looking to push the go-ahead run across and force McDonald's to score on the top of the 7th. Which is taken for a strike.
Funny too, because from here, you know, it looks like it goes right over the plate.
Yep. And the pitch is hit out to center field. Plenty of room for Cullen Barnes. Brett Hansen will tag. The throw by Barnes to third. And great play by Dwight Barnes to catch that ball around the runner coming in. That could have been disastrous. So Brett able to tag up and go to third. And again, if that ball gets by Dwight Barnes, he had to really come around. I think he may have caught that partially with his bare hand as well, and he's kind of rubbing the throb out of it right now. Big out, however, on the fly out, because it does make for 2 outs, brings up Don White. Panzanellas with a chance to take the lead right here. McDonald's hoping to get the 3rd out before they're able to do that. And the pitch is fisted out down the third base line, foul. Yeah, the days are starting to even get a little shorter, aren't they?
Absolutely are.
Starting to get a little dusky out here.
Although I do have to say, I really don't mind it getting dark a little earlier now. I always felt guilty when it was 8 o'clock and it was still pure daylight and I was ready for bed.
Yeah, so long as it doesn't wind up interfering with the end of this ball game. With it being tied right now into the late innings.
What a
Pitch is drilled
hit
out
for
to
her.
left field.
He's right
And
there.
caught there for the final out. So McDonald's able to survive the scare. No runs across that
Wow.
inning for Panzanellas. And at the end of 6 innings, we're going to inning number 7, all tied at 6. We've reached the top of the 7th inning. It'll be Allison Barnes, Josh Carr, and Jason Moore, first 3 batters for McDonald's. This is the championship of the 2013 Deerfield Adult Co-Ed softball season. Joe Manzi alongside Erica Almeida. And Erica, it has lived up to the hype.
Boy, it has.
You're excited right now. I'm excited. Everyone's excited.
I am.
We don't have to play the game. They're nervous and excited. We're just excited. Maybe a little nervous.
It is a little sad that it's over, though, I do have to say. It was over for us very, very quickly.
In the first game, it was
Yeah.
pretty much over for
Yeah.
us.
I mean, we can talk about that. It's not. We
We
don't
can
have to
accept
not
it.
talk about the.
That's right. The elephant in the room.
Exactly. I was going for that expression you like to use. But we had fun.
We had a
That's
good
all that
time.
really
We
matters.
showed up to play every game.
I wouldn't say every.
Well, most of us. We did have excellent attendance, and that's a
We
true
did.
sign of a
We really did.
true team.
Oh, what a
Pitch is grounded,
hit
base
for
hit in the left
Allison
field for
Barnes.
Allison Barnes.
It's always nice to see that.
Oh, I know she feels
Oh,
great about that.
Absolutely. Can't feel any better.
So leadoff man
On
is
base.
on for McDonald's, brings up Josh Carr.
What do you want me to do?
Jason Moore wait on deck. Carr struck out on a foul out and flew to left field, 0 for 2 in the ball game. Scott Franz back on the mound. Immediately following this ball game will be the presentation of the runner-up and championship trophies.
Beautiful trophies, too, you
Excited
guys.
about that. Pitch to Carr, swung on and fouled out. It's a good thing for Josh. We don't charge you for balls you lose in the woods. I think he's up to about 6 tonight. Imagine he's home watching a tape of this game right now and he hears that. He'll
Poor
be
guy.
calling me in the morning. Pitch is swung on, base hit in front of Dave Hansen. Allison Barnes moves up to second base. First 2 batters are on for McDonald's. Puts it at first and second. Nobody out for Jason Moore. Jason tripled and scored in the second inning and grounded out to second base in the 4th inning. 6-6,
And
top
how many?
7.
How many outs do we have here, Joe?
Nobody out.
Nobody out.
First
Like I
and
said, I
second.
am watching the game.
That's right. You just want me to remind our viewers. I know your strategy.
Exactly.
Dwight Barnes coming out to talk to Allison. Again, this is the point of the ball game where everything matters.
We have pitcher,
knowing
catcher.
the outs, knowing the situations, how you want to approach certain things. Make sure you run on every ground ball and play it halfway on certain fly balls, or whether you're going to tag up if you think it's an easy tag up situation. So a lot going on. Pitch is swung on and drilled out. That's going to fall between the 2 Hansen for a base hit. Allison Barnes going to come all the way around. She'll score. Josh Carr takes the turn to second, heads back in. It's an RBI single for Jason Moore, and it's a 7-6 lead for McDonald's. Still nobody out. Runners once again at first and second for Jordan Barnes. Pitch inside. Jordan Barnes is 2 for 2 in the ball game, a couple of base hits.
Couldn't ask for a better game than this, I do have to say.
It's been good. Pitch is swung on a line drive, base hit right in front of us. Wade Brazelton with a nice stop going to the ground. Josh Carr's going to turn it on and come all the way in to score.
Good, so
It's an
can't throw
RBI
it.
single for Jordan Barnes, and McDonald's pushes it up to 8-6. So, similar situation, 3 straight batters. We've had first and second. And now this brings up Sam Killam with the runners at first and second. Still nobody out. 8-6, McDonald's.
I think you can come this way a little way too.
We have a lot of softball left to play. We've reached inning 7. Panzanellas lineup is relentless coming up in the bottom of the 7th inning.
Yeah, good.
McDonald's knows no lead is a safe lead against Panzanellas. They were up 8 runs on them in the last game before losing. Pitch is swung on out in front of the plate. Bounces back, foul. The ball was untouched. Don White with a great hustle play to go for it. Then the ball bounced and rolled foul without being touched.
Those are the most exciting balls to catch as a catcher.
Coming right out, and that backspin is dangerous because if it strikes her on the way by, then it's a fair ball. We got the moon starting to come out as well above the trees. Pitch is popped up, hustling in. Jim White not able to make the play. And
foul ball.
Is that 2 or 3? It looks like 2 strikes and kill him. So now in that same situation he was in last time before flying out to center field. He's got 2 strikes on him. Needs to be careful about hitting balls down the line, getting too quick out in front of it. Pitch is swung on, line drive in the left field, base hit. That's going to leave him loaded. Killam takes a turn at first, but he has nowhere to go because Jordan Barnes is standing on second base. But it is a base hit for Sam Killam. Leaves the bases loaded for Brian Cooney. Brian reached on a fielder's choice back in the 2nd inning and flew out to center field in the 5th. 0 for 2 in the ball game. McDonald's 8, Panzanellas 6.
Real important inning for McDonald's here.
Yep, you don't want to have too much of a deficit. Again, they have the lineup that could come back from most anything. Pitches swung on, ground ball, base hit, and they're just base hitting.
Here we go.
Jordan Barnes turning on the burners. He'll score all the way from second. It's a 2 RBI single for Brian Cooney and a 4-run lead for McDonald's. Still nobody out. Runners once again at first and second. McDonald's 10, Panzanellas 6. Dwight Barnes steps in.
Good now.
Pitch is fisted towards first base. Jim White coming on, able to make the play. That's the 2nd time in the ball game Dwight Barnes has popped out to first base area and grounded out to third as other at bat. 0 for 3 on the night. Just 1 out, however, still for McDonald's, and Bob Killam comes to the plate with the bases loaded. Cullen Barnes waits on deck. Big spot for Bob Killam. You certainly want to at least protect Cullen's at bats. He's got to hustle down the line. To do that, though, is Jared Woodman steps on second, able to turn a
Double
big double
play.
6 unassisted, 3. Huge play. However, McDonald's does play
really
4 runs. And as we head to the bottom of the 7th, the championship game, the score, McDonald's 10, Panzanellas 6. All right, we've reached the bottom of the 7th inning. McDonald's 10, Panzanellas 6 for this game. Far from over. Jim White, Wade Brazelton, John Mike DeFranzo to lead it off. Panzanellas has their hitters coming up this inning. They're going to keep the pressure on McDonald's, I'm sure. Great inning, though, for McDonald's on the top of the 7th.
Absolutely.
Kept it really simple. Just everybody getting up there and getting
Some
base
nice
hits
hits.
and keeping the line moving. The geese have come
I
in
was just going to
check
try
out
to
the
get
game.
that.
We don't want them flying over us. We don't want any accidents. while we're
Oh,
doing the
everybody
game.
else looked too.
Yeah. It's like an unofficial timeout to watch the geese fly. Jim White stands in. Pitch is grounded to shortstop, through the shortstop hole for a base hit. And good start for Panzanellas in the bottom of the 7th.
I didn't, excuse me, I didn't really think there was a hole with those long legs and the long arms.
Yeah, he found it.
He did. Great hit.
Keeping in mind once again that Panzanellas has only used 1 of their over-the-fence home runs. So they have 2 over-the-fence home runs they could use from this point forward here in the bottom of the 7th. Wade Brazelton steps in. Wade's 1 for 2 in the ball game. He doubled and scored back in the 2nd inning. Scored Panzanella's first run of the game. And then he popped out to third base back in the 5th inning. Takes a strike. Bob Killam back on the mound for McDonald's. Pitch is driven into right field for a base hit. White will move up to second base. Brazelton's on first. It's first and second for Panzanellas. Great start for them here in the bottom of the seventh. Wade Brazelton calling for the pinch runner. It should be Dawn White making her way over, and there she is. Again, the person who made the last out becomes the base runner in a pinch running situation. John Mike DeFranzo is up. Now they're really starting to get to the meat of their order here, as DeFranzo will be followed by Jimmy Mack and Mark Farrell and Jared Woodman. Nobody out. DeFranzo 2 for 2 in the ball game and has scored 2 runs. Pitch is swung on, sliced down the right field line. That's going to get out of play. When we agreed to broadcast this game, there was no guarantee it was going to be a game of the ages.
No, there was not.
It's turning into that. Pitch is hit out in left field. That's going to find ground. That's going to get 1 run in for Panzanellas and put runners up at second and third. Now the throw coming in a home is backed up by Bob Killam. So it's an RBI double for John Mike DeFranzo. A run in for Panzanellas makes it 10-7. And now Jim McKenzie steps up as a tying run at the plate. Still nobody out. Right. Pitch is hit, base hit through the shortstop hole. Don White's in to score. John Mike DeFranzo to third. Runners at the corner, still nobody out. RBI single for Jimmy Mack. 10-8 ball game. Mark Farrell steps up to bat. Left-handed hitter.
New to Deerfield softball this year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
always love those new recruits.
Pitch is swung on, popped straight up in the air. Chaplin calling for it, able to make the catch. So there's the elusive first out. Jared Woodman steps up. This is sort of a storybook type of situation that you read about. We have 2 runners on base. You have the winning run at the plate and the league's leading home run hitter. A walk-off home run right now wins the championship with Panzanellas. And unlike Major League Baseball or other leagues of baseball, you can't simply walk him. He will be pitched to and he'll swing the bat. Donald's trying to figure out the best way to defend this. C.J. Wood frantically trying to cover the entire field.
And I wish I could show viewers this.
Yeah, I think C.J. would rather be playing where we are, or maybe standing on top of the building behind us to defend Jared. McDonald's 10, Panzanellas 8, 2 runners on base, 1 out.
I'm a little confused, to be perfectly honest with you, what's going on in this field.
With all the players moving around?
Yeah. In the middle of pitching.
I think if perhaps they're just trying to tempt Jared to try to hit a ball to an open hole, as opposed to trying to swing for the fences. The more space they can show him out there, perhaps he'll take advantage of the space and just go for the base hit. I don't think that's what he's thinking, though. I think he knows he has a shot to win this with 1 swing, and that's what he's going to be going for.
Yep.
Mr. Woodman is swung on, driven down the right field line if it stays fair. And it is a foul out.
Ball.
Strike 3. Wow, a big break from McDonald's.
Oh my
That's
gosh,
2 outs.
Huge.
And that's about the
What
best.
huge
Play. I mean, he
play.
obviously drove the ball well. It wasn't fouled by much.
No.
But you can't ask for a better outcome for McDonald's. Not only do they get the out, but runners do not advance.
Do not pass go, do not collect $200.
There you go. However, if they're going to think this game's over with Mac Keegan up, they're going to be sorry. And there it is, line drive coming right our way. Ball gets by. What a play by Cullen Barnes to stop it, fires it in. Jimmy McKenzie coming to home. And he's crossed the line, he's out, and the ball game is over. Jim McKenzie trying to come home, cross the distance line.
Oh my gosh.
Off the base hit, one run did score to make it 10-9. Jim McKenzie took the turn. And once you take that turn, you're committed to home. Every play at home is a force out. The play was made at home. The umpire right on top of it called the force out. What a ball game.
What a ball game.
Score. McDonald's 10, Panzanellas 9.
Wow.
McDonald's is the 2013 Deerfield Adult Co-Ed Softball Champion.
Finally.
And we
And
will head
that
down.
ends the ball game.
We'll head down to the field. We'll do our trophy presentation.
And we have Joe Manzi here handing out the championship softball awards for 2013.
I want to say, wow, what a great game. That was awesome. Congratulations to both teams for a fantastic game. Luckily, we taped the game, we broadcast the game, we have this amazing game that will be on TV and we'll have for years to come.
So crazy.
Awesome job. How about a big hand for both teams, please? All right, so we're going to present these beautiful trophies. They come with a ball this year. Check it out. It's pretty awesome. Is it a hot dot? No.
Hot Dot's the official game balls that we've used all season.
Thank you, Panzanellas, for a great season. #1 seed coming in the tournament, obviously, you know, right here to the very end tonight. So if I can call up Panzanellas, please, to accept the 2013 Deerfield Parks and Recreation Adult Co-Ed Softball runner-up trophy.
Woo!
And now, this is our 12th year of Deerfield Adult Co-Ed Softball. We've had one player in the entire league play all 12 years. It's my pleasure to announce the 2013 Deerfield Parks and Recreation Adult Co-Ed Softball Championship and presented to Dwight Barnes and McDonald.
I'd like to take just a minute to extend my thanks to Joe and everybody in the recreation department that worked so hard to make this program work. It's been a great program for 12 years, and we all have a lot of fun doing it. So he's the reason why we're here. He started it, he's kept it going, and our hats are off to you. We appreciate it.